So the first testing panel that I'm a member of is, funny enough, called UserTesting itself. And by far, this is the panel that I've generated the most amount of money on. And it's very easy to become a panelist for UserTesting. You just have to follow this link, which is usertesting.com/getpaidtotest, and you have to go through a very brief sign-up process. UserTesting is basically going to ask you for your email, it's going to ask you for your PayPal email so that it can pay you out, as well as some demographic information like how old you are, where you live, whether you have any siblings, and also a little bit about your interests and what type of computer and smartphone you use, so they know what type of device that you're taking your test on. Once you've completed the sign-up process, you're very close to become a panelist. The last thing you have to do is that you'll have to pass a brief 5-minute test to get accepted as a panelist. And guys, don't worry, I have a separate module dedicated specifically on how to pass this test on your first try. It's very easy, it's very simple, and it doesn't require a lot of effort at all. So don't worry, we'll be going over that in detail. And that's it. Basically, once you complete the sign-up process, once you submit the test and your test gets accepted by UserTesting, congratulations, you're a UserTesting panelist. And again, just to clarify, there's no membership fee to be a panelist or anything like that. It's free. So once you become a panelist, let me show you what your dashboard is going to look like. Over here, you have your available tests, and basically all the tests that you can accept will appear on this screen. There's no tests here right now, but you can expect many tests to appear throughout the day. Some tests will have some screener questions attached to them. So for example, maybe the company issuing the test only wants to hear feedback from people who are over 20 years of age or who have a sibling. So you won't qualify for all of the tests, but I highly encourage you to take as many screeners as you can so that you qualify for a lot of tests and you're able to take them and you're able to get paid for them. If you go to completed tests, this is where all the tests that you've completed will appear, and they'll have a payment status attached to them as well. So for example, you can see that I've completed many tests on UserTesting just this week, and this is all the money that is pending for them to owe me. I did some unmoderated tests for $10 for 10 minutes, and I did some moderated tests which were live conversations, so 60 minutes for $60. Over here you see a section called rating. Not all the companies who you submit tests for will rate your feedback, but some companies will actually go ahead and rate the feedback and submit it to UserTesting. Basically, they're just kind of marking you on the quality of the feedback. Did you put some effort into it? Did you go into detail and whatnot? I highly recommend you pay attention to this, because as you can see, even after testing for over a year and doing hundreds and maybe even thousands of tests, I have a rating of 5 out of 5. And because of my rating, I am able to qualify for more tests. And over here, you can see that UserTesting still owes me $190. So I'm just waiting for UserTesting to pay me out, right? And on average, UserTesting will pay you $10 for 10 minutes of your time, $60 for 60 minutes of your time. And over here, you actually see a short test pop up. So this is a test that's only going to take you 2 to 5 minutes, and they pay you $4 for that. So if I wanted to, I could go on my smartphone, go to the screener questions and accept this test right now and complete it. The last thing here is your profile, and this is basically where your demographic information that you entered will get stored. And again, you can go ahead and change this at any time. So perfect, guys, this is UserTesting. Simple enough. You see the available tests come, you accept the test, you submit the test, and you get paid. The last thing I wanted to go over is that you'll be asked to download a UserTesting extension, and basically this is kind of a browser extension that you download, which is the UserTesting browser recorder. This recorder takes all about 10 seconds to download. It's not going to take a lot of your browser space, and it takes care of everything for you. So if the company issuing the test wants to record your screen, if they want to record your audio, they want to record your face, it's going to do all that for you. It's going to give you the instructions of what to do in the test, and once you're done the test, it's going to automatically submit this test to the company and to UserTesting itself. So you don't have to do any extra work. You just have to accept the test, complete the test, and you're ready to get paid.